Hello everybody, how are you all doing? It's me, Carmeloni, and I am just popping on to record a short podcast. It's not a guest interview, but I've been thinking about and toying with the idea, and I've recently started with the Instagram videos that I'm recording, just taking the audio and uploading them onto the podcast. And I'm also going to do that with little insights and downloads and things that come to me, because at times these really heightened epiphanies and downloads and moments of clarity come through to me, and I know I'm to do something with them. And for now, this is the most straightforward and most obvious path, because in one sense, the people who connect and listen to this podcast as well are on that curious inner journey, wondering if there's more and what's it all about. So this is an insight that, well, a question I had asked before, but again it came with another new level. And it's this question of, if you ask yourself, what if nothing is wrong? What if nothing is wrong? And I had a real deep moment with this question, because instantly, straight away, our mind will pick up on all old memories, what happened to us, what people said, and we will look for that need to fight or battle or disprove this question. But it's not about proving or disproving this question. It's sitting with it and allowing a space and allowing it to open up and possibly reveal something to you. So when I really sat with this question again, what if nothing was wrong? What if there was nothing wrong with you? And once I got over that initial, but X, Y, and Z, and this happened, and because of this, and once I just allowed all that, I observed it, and I'm like, okay, but what if nothing was wrong? What if nothing was wrong with you, despite all that, or in spite of all that? What if nothing was wrong? And when I sat with it again, after I allowed all the mind chatter, what came up was really, really powerful, because I dropped into a deeper level of curiosity and wonderment. And I was like, what if nothing was wrong, or nothing was wrong with me? And again, despite of and in spite of everything that happened. And I really became so heightenedly present that I had this moment of, oh shit, there actually is nothing wrong. I am weighing myself down because of a memory, because of a thought. And sometimes people wonder, do our thoughts really matter? Or they can't really comprehend how a thought can have so much power. Something invisible, something intangible, something we can't touch, taste, smell, see. It is an energy. But when I got into that really heightened present awareness, when I allowed the space that question, and when I went below all the mind chatter, I was actually extremely present. And then I just saw myself sitting in my bedroom, looking at four walls, the bed, nobody else around. This is my present moment. And then the realization came of how we destroy our present moments by replaying the past, by these memories, by these thoughts, this internal world that is not any way associated or connected with the present moment. When we are in our internal world, living in anxiety or stress or fear or hate or depression because of a memory, we're just simply existing through life. We have no present awareness. We are not connected with the now, because we are stuck in our internal world, replaying a memory that is not happening now. And it was just really powerful. And again, what I'm sharing may sound a bit out there or crazy, but it's like everything. It's only through action. It's only through sitting with it. It's only through allowing and then having an experience of something beyond the story in our minds, the chatter in our minds and our thoughts. And like I say, once I allowed that space and went below the chatter of everything trying to prove that no, there is something wrong. Once I allowed that and witnessed it and didn't judge it or agree or disagree in one way or another, I just allowed it. And then once I allowed it and it had its space, I asked again, went below it. What if nothing was wrong? And I invite you, if you do this and do it honestly without having to engage with your thoughts and prove or disprove them, when you allow it and be in the energy, be in the space of that question, and then you become really, really present, like actually connect and be conscious of what is right in front of you right now. And you will see most of the time, there is nothing threatening. There is nothing scary. There's actually not much happening, full stop. We become aware that most of it is just happening in our head and nowhere else, not in the present moment, the majority of the time. It is all just a story, a whir in our head that is adding extra stress and anxiety and pain and sadness and depression. When we're extremely present, we see that life is much simpler and often happens much slower than our thoughts and what's going on in our head. So that's the importance of being able to come out of your head, then live in a different way. Not living at the mercy of your thoughts is you need to find a way to make peace with them. You need to find a way to release them. And especially the emotional charge that is often connected with those thoughts that we feel in our body, because our body is our subconscious mind and it remembers everything. So that's why there is always an emotional, energetic component to everything. And that's why you have to get your body involved for true lasting healing. You need to release those old memories and emotions on an energetic component, literally from your cells. And then when you release the emotional charge, the memory may drop in every now and again, but it doesn't have that charge. And you start to become conscious of what you're thinking and choosing thoughts that support you and actually elevate your now moment experience, your present moment experiences. Because that's all there ever is, the present moment. The rest is an illusion in our mind. It is not the now. It is not happening now, but we can feel as if it is because our body doesn't know the difference between a thought or a situation that's happening right now. And that's why people use the word wake up and the awakening, because it literally is when you have this experience, you actually wake up to how you've been living in an illusion, how you have not been connected to the present moment except for rare glimpses in your life. You see how you have been incarcerated and stuck in the narrative of the story in your mind. So it's literally a waking up. It's a waking up and coming back to presence. And again, it's very unconscious because and I know for me, I used to think I was present because it was whatever day and I was doing whatever, but I actually wasn't because I was still caught in the narrative of my mind. And it seems so real just because it's so habituated. We are fast asleep to this. So that is the awakening. That is waking up to this fact. And like that, the other side of dropping into this real presence and coming out of that chatter of mind, you really, really see and notice that, oh, it's me. It's me. I am incarcerating myself. I am making my life a misery unconsciously. And not even misery, that is an extreme version, but it is, hitting on those levels of just feeling unhappy, unfulfilled, why like all of these lower vibration feelings. We see that the onus and the responsibility falls on us. And yes, things have happened and, we try to justify, but we are the ones creating the story. We are the ones trying to feel righteous or to prove our point or whatever it is. And we are the ones keeping ourselves in that lower vibrational cycle. It's that thing of, dealing with an emotional or traumatic event that happens, separating the event and the narrative that we create going forward forevermore in our life. Deal with the event, leave the narrative. Because it's the narrative, the story we tell ourselves in our mind, that keeps us in that perpetual cycle and which blocks us from truly reaching our own happiness and fulfillment. And we all do the same. But once we have the awareness, we can also shift it and liberate ourselves. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I'm an inside out coach, because everything starts from within. It has to start from within. It is that self-responsibility piece, because we are seeing our world based off of our internal world, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're repeating, what we're going through. So it all has to start within. So that's just a little moment. I invite you to sit with that question, see what comes up, and we'll see what happens if I record more of these or how it evolves. Enjoy.